Tommy Kramer, if you don't know, he's our undrafted rookie that we picked up from Notre Dame, 4-year starter. Actually kind of shocked that he fell out of the draft completely, but we picked him up. That would be a sleeper to make the team, and I was looking at him, and I like what I saw. $4.99 Super Chat from Nick. Any free agents still out there that they would want us to sign? I think there's a couple free agents out there. I'm not going to say no big splash. We're not going to get a big name, but low-tier free agents. What do you think, Cy?
I mean, I'm all for it. Bringing in a little more veteran leadership, as long as we get the right type of people in the building with the same mentality. And I think they're doing an outstanding job at vetting all of the players, the entire roster. So as long as it's, not going to cost us an arm and a leg.
If we can get like a Kenny Vaccaro, maybe, that would be nice.
Hey, that
we
would
need
be
help
awesome.
at safety, bro. We need help at safety. What do you think, Mark Orem from Orem's Forum?
We're going to need to go grab somebody on defense 100%. Wouldn't be shocked if they went out and tried to get another wide receiver on the cheap as well. It just brought some camp bodies in. So on my list, I don't have anybody names, but position-wise, wide receiver, safety, and definitely linebacker.
Antonio Hightower, who is your best undrafted free agent that possibly could make the team?
I guess I gotta go with Chad Surratt. All the undrafted free agents are pretty solid. They're kind of guys like that could have been drafted, but you see why they didn't get drafted. Including Chad Surratt, and then I forget the other guy, the Adams guy from Notre Dame, I think. No, it wasn't Notre Dame. The Adams
Arkansas State.
Yeah, him. I like him too. I like his upside more than Surratt, but currently, because Surratt is going to be another big body to go with Fells that you picked up earlier. It's going to be real. It's going to be a real dangerous jump ball threat. Problem is he's not going to separate at all, but he's going to be a high effort guy. He's gonna help you run block. Notice all the all wide receivers lines picked up can run block. But yeah, he's probably my favorite. I think all the undrafted free agents were pretty solid. I think Adams probably has the most potential out of all of them, but Surratt's probably my favorite right now.
$4.99 Super Chat from John Booker. Between Adams, McKinley, and Surratt, who do you think is the best chance to make this team? I know they gave 100 G's to McKinley, but I love Adams' potential. Well, that 100 G's tell you he's probably going to make the roster, so just going fiscally, that would make a lot of sense right there, no doubt about it. But we're talking about Tommy Kramer. I think he's sneaky. So I'd look for him as well. I love Sage Surratt. Just like Antonio Hightower said, I actually had him in one of my mock drafts coming to Detroit, so getting him as an undrafted rookie is fairly good. Cy, what is a player in this draft the Detroit Lions got that is extremely undervalued and he could potentially be a solid player in 2021?
Well, I think we got all the juice out of the lemon, man. I mean, out of the oranges, whatever you want to say. I mean, of the drafted players, man, I mean, I like maybe Derek Barnes. I mean, I'm really feeling him at middle linebacker, somebody that went a little bit later, but I think is going to have a vital role in our defense moving forward. So, but I think everybody was drafted appropriately. Melifonwu, who seems to have some scheme versatility. He could play either corner or safety. I mean, he's a big guy. I like everybody that we drafted, man. I think we just drafted. So I can't specifically point out one, but I think collectively everybody's going to contribute.
Carolina guy has a question. It says, ISN, how do you like waiving Kerryon Johnson? I love it, man. I was going. And another, when I heard that he was waived, I'm done with the Kerryon experiment. I was extremely happy. We are live with Troxel Sports Talk when it happened. Make sure you go to his channel. Check out that live stream with Benny Blades. Lions great. But I was happy about this. The panel seems fairly happy about that as well. And so if you want to hear the initial thoughts, you got to restart this stream here. Nick says, is Dylan Moses still available? I know he didn't get drafted. No, he's not available. He is on another squad. And I like Dylan Moses as well, but he is definitely an injury-prone player, so it'll be interesting to see if he actually can stay on the field. And
Jacksonville, I think, picked him up, right? Jacksonville?
Yeah, that's what Bryce is saying in the
Sheldon Richardson. Melvin Ingram, I'd like to have Melvin Ingram as well, throw him on the defensive line. I think that could help out for sure. What do you think about Melvin Ingram at Troxel Sports, Trox Fury Sports Talk?
I mean, I like him. He has some familiarity with Anthony Lynn, so he can kind of help direct the defensive coaches and how to use him, what his strengths and weaknesses are. It's just, for me with a Melvin Ingram, it depends on the money and it depends on his health. But I mean, if he checks both of those boxes, that's going to be a steal for us.
I'd rather have Kenny Vaccaro personally.
Oh, facts.
That's who I'd like to get.
Who also has history with the this New Orleans Saints. So
we have no connections to New Orleans Saints. Not one named Man Bamble. There's no connection there at all.
Even our defensive coordinator and our secondary coordinator, our secondary coach.
Yeah, not at all. There's no connections there. It'd be great to have Aaron Glenn and Kenny Vaccaro because we do have a massive hole. Cassandra Braden says, if Levi is a bust, would you think less of Brad Holmes? I'd start to wonder that there's a curse on the second-round draft picks at this point. Like, what is going on if he's a bust, Si? If he a bust, do you think different of Brad Holmes?
Absolutely not. I mean, there's no such thing as 100%. So it's all a crapshoot at the end of the day. I mean, that's like, a first round bust. I mean, you can't think any less of the GM. So, I mean, busts occur all the time. So I don't think getting drafted in the second round could be a bust anyway. So, no, I wouldn't think less of them.
Great question by Nick Russo. Do you think that Melifonwu possibly moves to safety? I think, look, he is a multi-dimensional player and versatile, exactly what we need for this Lions secondary. I've talked about it. I think it's one of the better pickups we have. He could be our Amani Oruwariye of the 2021 NFL Draft. I think he can play safety. If we have a hole at safety, this 6'2" guy needs to be in there. He's better than Harris. I don't care he's a rookie.
Facts. Let's
get this man on the field, and if he can't get out there on the outside or if he can't take over the nickel spot, throw him at safety, and let's get this defense starting because I am extremely worried about that safety position. And I think Melifonwu can play there this year. He's going to have up and downs if he does because he is a rookie, but it's better than having nothing but downs with Harris Mark Orem from Orem's Forum.
Yeah, for sure, man. He's big enough to play safety, 6'3", 215 pounds. I think he's better at press corner, though. I don't like that he's not as – he should be a lot more physical at 6'3", 215. I think you have to be more of a physical player, more of a playmaker if you want to get moved to safety. In my opinion, I think it's a possibility, though, because we are just so weak there. I don't want to see Will Harris. You might see a few guys. Get moved to that safety position just so Will Harris doesn't have to play because I don't think he's a very good safety. He's more of an in-the-box kind of guy, and that's what he was at Boston College. So we could see a little bit of an experiment going on, and Melifonwu could maybe get moved over there during camp. We'll have to see what goes on there.
Trey Boston would be a good fit for safety. Cy with his head. Talk about Trey Boston.
Yeah, I would love it. I mean, why not kick the tires on it? The guy's a talented guy. I think he again, you talk about he could play both safety positions. So absolutely, I'd love to sign Trey Boston.
Kevin T, do we bounce Big V after this year? I'm going to give it about an 85% yes. We're going to bounce him after this year. He is the one individual who's getting paid a lot of money, and he's not doing a whole lot. Now, he was a little bit hurt last year. Maybe that was an issue. We'll see if he can get back to form. That'd be fantastic. I don't want him to suck. That's the thing. I want him to be good, but
he's getting moved to guard. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's getting moved to guard. He ain't taking over Penei Sewell. That's for sure. So we'll see. If you guys got questions, do a hashtag Lions, hashtag NFL, hashtag ISN. The hashtag really helps me be able to see what a question is. The comments come in fairly quick. I'm running 10 things at one time, so that would help me out. Also, smash that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. Hashtag ISN. Is Flowers on his way out in Detroit? Not this year, that's for sure. It's hard to tell with Flowers. It's hard to tell with a lot of these defenders because this scheme last year last 2 years under Matt, ever since Patricia's been coach, has been garbage. So can he do better now that we got interior defenders such as the whole depth? We got Michael Brockers. We brought in everybody. Can he now perform better since he's not going to be a main target? I think he can. What do you think, Corey? Do you think that Trey Flowers can pick it up this year and save his Lions career?
I mean, he's got Aaron Glenn coming there, first-time coordinator and everything. Maybe, hey, it's quite a possibility. You never know, especially if he's trying to fight for his job and fight for to get paid. Hey, interesting motivation for a man is sometimes getting busted down a couple of chops. So
and again,
wrong.
and again.
That's absolutely right, though. That's absolutely right. Bryce Love done, or can Detroit pick up their true speedy back? What do you think? I already seen Mr. Mark Orm from Orm's Forum shaking his head. What do you think, Mark?
No, I'm not really a fan of Bryce Love, man. A lot of injuries over there. You know how it is, right, Cor?
Yeah, y'all
with
don't.
That guy right there. Too many injuries. Never really got on the field. I don't know if he even got on the field at all for you guys,
Nope.
did he?
Nope,
Yeah,
he
so-
never got on the field.
Yeah, so it's a guy that I don't want to bring in a guy that's just hurt all the time. What's the point? We can see what this regime is already doing with guys that can't be available. Kerryon Johnson is one of them, man. They showed him the door, man. You know what I mean? It's like we preach, man. Like we preach, best ability is availability, and I don't want to bring in a guy that could possibly be okay. I think our running back room is going to be okay.
I want to give a plus 100 here to One Pride 40 with the great avatar there.